What is up, folks, and welcome to another edition of Billy the Kid's Toy Reviews. And today, courtesy of Showzy Store and your support using my reviewer code BTK, we are taking a look at the combined mode of all 5 Craftsman Toys Technobots. This is their Computron. Unfortunately, his left hand and blaster are tucked away in storage somewhere, and I have no idea where the hell they are. So this is what I have to work with. From the front, you can see he's a big boy, looks good. Definitely not tune accurate. They took some creative liberties. It's got more of like an Iron Factory vibe to it, and that's okay. It's a good figure. It's solid. Here it is from the side. The back, I kind of wish this cleaned up a little bit better, and maybe I did something wrong, but for what it's worth, it's okay. From this side, I have a few complaints, not gonna lie. There's parts that just don't tab in and come undone, and that kind of annoys me, just because there's so many great legend scaled combiners out there, right? This is the only legend scaled Computron. This is the one where if you're trying to be a completist, this is the one you need. And I mean, don't get me wrong, he's solid. Look, there's nothing loose. There's nothing to even worry about. There's just things that I wish they tabbed in. Like, you know, that's minimal gripes there. The head sculpt is fantastic, right? Like, I think that looks really good. Rotates, it's on a ball peg. There are clear blue parts for light piping, but they painted over it, so no point in that. This is the hard part, right? The shoulders are super tight. They did come with these fillers here to make sure nothing pops out, but the shoulders rotate. It's the same articulation for both sides. They are very articulated, right? That looks good, that feels good. No issues there. You've got a bicep swivel. Unfortunately, it's a little tough because it's also where the ab crunch is on the bots. So there is a bicep swivel. There's 90-degree bend at the elbow. If I had both hands, you'd see that there was wrist rotation. Every finger is individually knuckled, right? There is independent bends at the knuckles. There are, what do we got? 1, 2, 3 points of articulation in each finger. So really articulated in the hands. Then we get into the waist, where there is a waist swivel, but due to the build, a lot of things come undone when you try to get that waist swivel. Look at how this all came undone. And it's a pain in the ass to get things back in place with this figure. So, you know, it's frustrating, you know? I will fix all these later. The legs themselves, full Van Damme is not a problem, right? There's individual flaps here. So backwards, forwards, thigh swivel, it's all there. Bend at the knee, toe tilts, rockers. Again, some parts are just looser than others, but it doesn't like affect the overall like build. Like the character's gonna stand just fine. He's solid as a rock. It's just moving certain things, like I said, with the waist, it makes parts come undone, right? But it's good. It's good. It's just a little bit of fine tuning would have really gone a long way. And in my mind and in my opinion, he's a great stand-in Computron, right? And I'm going to tell you why in just a second. Here he is with, let's start with the New Age Devastator, right? Parts forming bot. He's got a skeleton just like this guy. However, there's a skeleton for the upper torso, and it just makes for a cleaner bot that has such a range of motion. We've got ab crunches that this guy does not have. And it just feels more secure. And I know a lot of people don't like those skeletal frames, but what it gives us is that sense of stability that I really like in my combiners, right? So there he is with New Age. Here he is with the Zeta Toys Mini Superion. And I'm going to say he's along the lines of this figure where it does its part. It's going to look good on the shelf, but I really don't see myself going back and playing with this figure much, just like with this Zeta Toys Superion. And finally, here he is with the Magic Square Bruticus. Yeah, here are my 4 figures in comparison, just in case you want to see it. All in all, he's not a bad figure, all right? It's not a bad combiner. It looks the part. It's going to be badass on the shelf, and I'm going to appreciate it for what it is. It's built, though, as if they took Magic Square Engineering cues. Oh, as I destroy everything. See, the Zeta just falls apart. It's built as if they took those cues from Magic Square, though. There are parts that you really have to make sure are perfectly placed, right? There's some parts that you kind of need to force a little harder than you're going to feel comfortable with. This toy sucks. There's parts that are going to, you're going to feel a little uncomfortable forcing them in place. Nothing broke for me. Like, everything stayed together. But if I had those Magic Square vinyl pieces, it would have been a cinch and it wouldn't have been hard to transform. I'm not going to lie. It took me a few hours to build this figure. And that's something that you may not have the time for. But at the end of the day, is it a working, functional Computron? Yes. Is it good enough to stand on your shelf and fill that void? Yes. Is it worth the asking price? Yes. Should you buy it at showzstore.com? Absolutely, and you should use the reviewer code BTK. I do enjoy the figure. It's going to stay in combined mode. I will not be doing individual bots probably ever again. But Craftsman Toys, for their first forage in this, I do think they're Iron Factory in disguise, but for their first forage in the Legend scale and Gestalt world, I think they did a wonderful job, and I can recommend it. It is a good figure. All in all, as a whole unit, I'm going to give it like a 7.5 out of 10 if I was going to number it. I hope you like what you see. As always, check out my sponsors, St. Mark's Comics and Collecticon Toys, down in the link below. Please, if you do like what you see, give me a like and subscribe. This is Billy the Kid signing off.